Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Outer Worlds 2. Last time we made a choice to help the Minister of Anti-Choice to brainwash the people of the Protectorate in this planet so they defect and join Anti-Choice side. Today I'm going to finish exploring this city and go to the wilds to see what we can find there.
Whoever took down our anti-hologram is a traitor.
Eyes open when you pull the... Returned. I don't suppose you're here for instruction yourself. Is this about the trainees again?
Now that we have the speech level, let's finish this.
I'm not one to idle in the path of a good faith effort to accelerate education. The faster we can get more soldiers in the field, the better. There's just one problem. I don't know you. So, respectfully, I must ask, what do you... You do have a certain confidence about you that is presently absent in these recruits. Very well, I'll allow you to speak with them. Don't make me regret this. Attention trainees, guns down. That means you too, Simpson. We have a guest who has a few words to share.
You have something to say to us?
Yes I do.
Wait, I know this one. Low overhead and competitive prices.
Oh, those people are so dumb.
Consider your fellow troopers as siblings in arms, trustworthy, reliable. They are not, as we have discussed, meat shields.
All right. Do seem to recall a discussion like that now that you mention it.
Precisely. Anticipate, then react. Now, if Auntie's faith in you is not misplaced, then prove it, trainees! Weapons at the ready! And fire! Well done, trainees! Well done! It appears your words have had their intended effect. Oh, thank law. The trainees seem quite taken with you, too. As I suspect they would riot if I let you leave without a reward. Please, accept this revolver with Auntie's thanks. Plan willing, I will have as much success deploying your wisdom with my next batch of recruits.
We're saving these protectorate types from absolute oppression. But who's saving us from these void-blasted rents? Serious?
Keep them coming. I can do this all day.
Whoa, what is going on over there?
That's the third drone in as many days. Where are the void damn things coming from? Not likely. I've been keeping my lamps open for these things ever since they started attacking. But thanks for the concern all the same. Of course, we could have staunched the flow of drones by now if Officer Carr dispatched another patrol, as I requested. But no such luck. That was a nasty one. Drone downed him on the reload. I do hope he's on the mend now. Erickson's a fine fellow, if a rather poor shot. He told you about that? That blasted, well-meaning gas bag. Now I gotta ask him to strike my involvement from his report to Officer Carr. You see, I wasn't exactly authorized to be shoring up other patrols on the perimeter. In fact, I might have been specifically ordered not to leave this spot.
Well, you did a good thing.
Thanks. Well, at least some people in this unit still understand the concept of discretion. And taking initiative. Trouble is, it's only a matter of time before these Protectorate drones break through and do some real damage to Fairfield. If you're keen on lending a hand, bounty terminal's just left of the constabulary. Carr doesn't trust me with that kind of work anymore. Not after my last performance review. So I guess we're trusting in degenerate bounty hunters now. Really? Because that one looks like it's about due for the scrapyard.
Hey now, don't let the scratches fool you. Val here is in tip-top shape. Ain't that right, Val?
Error. Logic assembly not responding. Please ask your query at a later time.
This does not increase my confidence. However, given the state of my performance review, it's not like I'm one to talk. Really wish I could give those drones a piece of my mind. Unfortunately, I need to hang back and exercise my obedience to authority. Go out there and do what I can. Show that bounty terminal and those Protectorate drones why no one fucks with Fairfield.
What the hell are you? Oops, they saw me.
Pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled.
You named this thing? Great.
I am Ethel Tinsley, chimeric scientist. I'm responsible for taming this delightful raptidon here. He will protect our fair town from his feral brethren in the wilds. Theoretically. Officer Carr has been in a state waiting for me to train the raptidons to, maul on command. It's rather pressing, and alas, one scientist turned tamer can only do so much. One might say I'm perhaps a bit on edge. Folk here have grown weary, shall we say, with the war effort. And with avoiding Carr and the minister's would-be fisticuffs. If you two have spotted the chasm between them, I fear the Protectorate have already pinpointed the way with which to exploit it. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner. The fact is that those two never got along particularly well, even under the best of circumstances. One wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew. I see. Well, I hope his spirits may be sustained. I have grown fond of the minister. But I cannot help but wonder if he fully understands how proud the Protectorate are. It takes great courage or desperation to acknowledge the wrongs of one's society, and even more to leave it entirely. He may find that courage to be rarer than he thinks, or perhaps he will manage to prove me wrong with his powers of persuasion yet again. How I would welcome it in this case. Very well. I ought to focus more on my work than on social tensions anyhow. I work directly with Officer Carr and her soldiers to ensure they're outfitted with the best Ractodon counterparts Paradise Island can provide. In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, they deter encroachment from wild Raptidons. It's most agreeable. Oh dear. I rather hoped that Copernicus rolled off the tongue a sight better than designation C0P3R. I suppose I'll ensure he responds to both in any case.
Alright, I'll leave you to your crazy science.
Nobody around.
I hope it sticks. Still sleeping with one lamp open, though.
Yes, the hologram's gone down. An outrage is what I call it. That hologram was our flag planted in the soil of our land.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll...
Can't believe some of those protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 open quests right now. Let's start exploring south for now and we go from there. If I remember correctly, I missed the safe code inside the cave, so let's go back to find it. Is there any way to go up there?
Love to, but I'm not ready.
I didn't think they can become friendly.
Oh, Lucy. What am I gonna do if something terrible happens to you? I don't suppose you know anything about Crabble medicine, do you?
My character in the game is surprised also.
Sure. Why wouldn't I be? They're lovely little creatures. They've got all manner of uses. You just gotta think about if the job fits from a Crabble's point of view. But mine are just, well, I'd say they're just pets, but they mean the world to us. We raise this herd from hatchlings, and I'll be broken if something happens to them. Not too many folks qualified to help around here these days. Suppose I'll just have to hope Lucy recovers on her own. So stupid. What was I thinking, giving her purpleberry crunch? So, it seems as though the issue ultimately boils down to two words. purpleberry crunch. Yeah, I brought a box from that fancy new shop in town, and Lucy... Oh, this is Lucy, by the way. Little Lucy became fully frantic when she smelled it, so I figured it couldn't hurt. The box says they're packed with healthy preservatives, so it's gotta be good for you, right? But I guess I was wrong. Now she won't get up. And these crabbles, they mean the world to us. We raised them from hatchlings, and I'll be broken if Lucy dies because of me. Any help you can offer is more than I've been able to do for her so far, and I'd be grateful for the try.
Okay, I need to have a trauma kit or medicine level 5, or I can kill it with the trait dump.
Agent Ibarra, you failed to take your daily supplements 3 days in a row. Vitamins are a vital tool in aiding wound healing and achieving your long-term health goals.
We've talked about this, Val. Ain't polite airing folks' private health information in front of us.
Engaging combat protocols.
Cocked and loaded. Just get the signal. Dumbass, you lot could hit the wrong side of a freighter.
Another executive training exercise in the books. Another clear winner. Me.
Ain't a contest, Cutshall.
Lucky for you. Today sure wasn't. No, we're all here because Ormsby thinks we're VP material. But it's obvious who's got the gray matter in this outfit. Take today's activity. Demonstrate market dominance with a corporate logo competitors will see from orbit. The results speak for themselves.
That rubbish pile you cajoled everyone into building? The giant AC?
We work for Auntie's Choice. What's your point?
Well, it's awful
Loyal
convenient that your
subject.
own initials
Loyal
are...
subject.
On to the fourth
La, la,
activity.
la.
This is Albert Cutshaw, sanitation specialist.
Well, another crazy
Future
one.
big-time VP, signing off.
Hello. How are you, El? Are you doing tonight? I'm spectacular according to Regulation 1, 2, potato. I'm just, that sounds correct. What I need is potatoes.
Loyal subject. Loyal subject. La la la.
We found a comic book. I wonder if there is a way to go inside the house. Oh shit, I'm about to die, I'm about to die. We almost died there, have to fast travel.
No, wait. I don't need refreshment. So refreshed.
No.
Fresh like a real refreshed guy.
Okay, no way in from the roof either. I just waste everyone's time. Great. Sorry about that. Those things takes tons of bullets to go down.
Looks like some hands-on research gone bad.
A legendary helmet. Let's equip that. Let's farm as much meat as we can. I want to sell it.
actuators.
Well, we searched everywhere. I can't seem to find where the switch connects. We'll be back later. I don't have any of the things it requires. But I'm sure I have the skill for you.
Conversation is not possible at this or any time.
Loyal subject, loyal subject, la la la.
We are finding so many things right now.
No, wait. I don't need refreshment. I'm so refreshed. Yep, that's me. Fresh like a really refreshing guy.
Well, even when we switched on the electricity, this didn't do anything, so I don't know what to do here.
Confronting threat. Entering a confrontational state.
Guns locked and loaded. Let's get the signal. You corpse look. I'm at it. I'm the one.
Sequencing attack strategies. Emergency protocols ready.
No, Jackson, don't!
Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly!
Jackson, you're too
What
young
the
to be a
fuck?
fighter in the dirt.
It wasn't the fall that killed him. It was a sudden stop at the
Lord.
end.
Believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall?
I don't need to. He's dead.
He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allow the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens. Not nearly as upset as we are. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears. I admit it looks bad, but please don't tell me you're filing a complaint. I didn't ask for these Protectorate sods. They were assigned to me.
That's unnecessarily hurtful. But I understand why you're lashing out.
No. I mean, yes. Well, maybe. Probably. I'm fairly sure Jackson thought the boots would work. A mistake likely inspired by misbegotten faith in his old way of life. But Ida... I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize. There ain't no way off this platform besides jumping, and you've seen how that ends. But you being down there makes you uniquely qualified to help us. The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to... well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our 2 former cohorts.
Exactly! Because he had no idea how science works and thought the word thrusters meant he could fly. So when I told him to jump, he opted for open air instead of where I told him to go. They're experimental. We'd not laid eyes on them before, but the data we found with them says they were actually designed to let people hop their way up the spire. If you activate the plasma thrusters when you're already airbound, they can give you a fair bit of extra boost. It should let you turn a quick hop into a surprisingly grand vault.
Thank the Sovereign... thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life, utterly absent of starvation.
Oh, we just unlocked a double jump. Great.
found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a way. We've certainly found our way into a most harrowing circumstance, At least I'm glad I'm not alone. He hadn't been here terribly long, so we weren't particularly familiar. Like me, he was also former Protectorate, but he was not raised in Fairfield, so we'd never met before. Still, he seemed like a friendly, kind sort, albeit a headstrong one. I'm sorry he's gone. Please do hurry. I've lost count of how many meals we've missed, but it is closer to many than a few, and we're starving.
That was some impressive climbing. Poor Jackson could have learned a thing or two from you. Starting with the right direction to jump, I suppose. Wonderful. Get us down, and I'll happily compensate you in accordance with standard Auntie's Choice urgently improvised extortive standards. Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
I agree with Liza. I'm inclined to keep a few paces from farming equipment from now on. Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our parts intact. I perhaps ain't as awash in currency as I'd prefer, so you can have my helmet as well. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest, but to be honest, I'd like a little distance from plants for a spell.
And we reached level 5 finally. Alright, I will be putting 2 levels at lockpick, so we can open up the door at the fishing spot. And we can finally put our first companion skill. Let's see what they've got. Alright, that's it for this episode. We searched all the south area of the map. See you later in the next one.